I started the Alliance for Children. It was 1974 because I had gone to law school and I always had a real interest in children, and I just wanted to help kids. I always wanted to help kids, and the kids who need it most are kids in orphanages. So that got me to start the Alliance for Children. And I happened to meet a person walking on the street who had adopted a child and wanted a second child. And she asked me if I'd help her. And I said, well, I don't really know how to do this, but I'll help you. And that was the first person who got a child from the Alliance for Children. I really feel that it's a purpose in life. It's like wanting to help kids who don't have anyone else. Kids who are really in a vulnerable position is what my purpose is. And so it started with helping the children in orphanages, but it continued because now I run a foundation, which is also the Alliance for Children Foundations. It's separate, but it's the same for kids who maybe won't be able to get families. And those kids are usually maybe the older kids or the kids who are special needs. So we can help the kids that are left behind. It just really makes you feel that you're doing something important. I am the president of the Alliance for Children Foundation, which is a sister organization to the Alliance agency. And we work very well together, the agency and the foundation. And many of the people who have their own children adopted through the agency help us by giving back. And then we help the children who may not be able to get families, but there are plenty of ways that we can help them so that their daily lives are better and they have a possibility of a better future. Well, I love seeing the, the kids and the families as the kids grow up. It's so gratifying because a lot of what I did was organization and, helping people maybe at that time with their papers. But when you have people who continue to write to us to tell us how the kids are doing, somebody will write and say, my child is going to college. It is so thrilling to us because, of course, we knew the kids as babies, or maybe we saw the children just when the pictures came and the assignments came. But to know how the kids are doing and to have families who really are loyal and keep up and tell us, it's very important to us because we hope, when I started this agency, I hoped that what we were going to be able to do is partner with the families so that we understood them well and could help them the best we could to have a child who'd fit really well into their family. So when they keep up with us and say, I want you to know about my child. Last week, I got an email from a child who got engaged. I am so thrilled that she thought of me. She was adopted 22 years ago, and she thought of us. And so we have pictures, all of us have pictures all over the office of kids as they grow up. And it's thrilling. It's just thrilling to see how well their families are doing, how well they're doing in their families. I think that what I would say is I'm sure you hear it from their social workers that it's not an easy process. It's really not an easy process. And I have to say that through the years, it hasn't gotten any easier. In fact, it's gotten harder. But there are some other options that maybe didn't exist years ago. And I've always said if you keep at it, and it's hard to keep at it because it's hard, but if you keep at it, we here all have a commitment to helping families that come into the agency to find the children to add to their families, and you can be successful. So we welcome people and we acknowledge it's just really hard, but it works. So that's what I'd like to say. I'm very proud of the agency because I think that the people who work in the agency, I know this, care so much about the families. And they're here for them throughout the process. And I also hear that the families will call back later in time. And the social workers really care about them. And I'm an adoptive parent myself. I have a daughter who everyone's heard about, who was adopted from Colombia. And I think that here at the Alliance, there's high level integrity of people really here. Everybody here is here to help families as they're going through the adoptive process. And for me, if you do think of us and you can help the foundation, everything that we receive goes to the countries where kids have come from to help the kids that got left behind. And we really have some excellent programs. So I love it if people think about the foundation when they're doing their planning and their giving. So I'm very, very grateful. And we all love here. We fight over these pictures when they come in, because we're so happy to see how everyone's doing. So we hope it's a very personal service. It's very personal for us, and we love people to continue to keep in touch.